All right, good day, fellow electricity geeks, and thank you for watching my video. I currently live in Southern California, and we get a surprising number of power outage events, usually related to wildfires or similar. So I've been on the fence about purchasing, some sort of power backup for the house, or at least to run my refrigerator. I've been loosely considering like a Tesla Powerwall or one of those Blue Eddy or similar units. But I'll admit I'm mildly irritated in that I own and drive a Tesla, but can't take advantage of the about 57 kilowatt hour battery during an emergency. And I know I could be like some of my friends and go to Harbor Freight and get a around 3 kilowatt gasoline generator for about $800. But I grew up with everything from weed whackers to go-kart engines to whatever, and I know how finicky a gasoline engine can be, and that's the last thing I want to be dealing with in case if there's an emergency, or ironically, a dead starter battery during an emergency. So I'd had my eye on a Kickstarter campaign. These people were offering or promising a 3 kilowatt vehicle to load device that you plugged into your Tesla, but it seems to have kind of come and gone, and I don't know if they've actually shipped anything. And while reading through some of the complaints online, somebody identified this Elejoy product as potentially a white label, device that the Kickstarter people were going to try and pull a fast one or something. Anyway, so I was aware of it, but at $1,000, I was like, man, I don't know. And I have a background in power electronics, so I know how difficult inductive loads like a refrigerator, how hard that is on power electronics. So I kept looking for reviews. I kept looking for, any sort of objective information, third-party information on this Elejoy unit. And I just could not find anything. But I kept the unit, in my liked or whatever it is on Amazon. And for unknown reasons to me, I one morning had a 20% off coupon. And so between that and just being curious, I figured that's about the same price as the Harbor Freight, and so I pulled the trigger, and it surprisingly showed up within a very short amount of time. I think only they said it was going to take like 6 weeks, but it only took like 1 week or maybe two, something like that. Anyway, this video is my attempt to share with all of you the information I wished I could have found when I was trying to decide whether to buy a unit myself. Um, just so you know, the second half of this video, where I'm doing the actual testing, I will not be speaking, mostly because I hate when I watch review videos and there's somebody blathering on about some trivial piece of information or cheesy music playing in the background. And really, I just want to hear how loud is the cooling fan, or does the unit make a bunch of beeping sounds or whatever. So if anybody has any additional tests, reasonable tests or whatnot they want me to run, put it in the comments and I'll see what I can do. But until then, I hope you enjoy this video and learn something from it, and have a great day.